Rise and shine, beautiful souls. All right, look, I'm going to show you guys this video, and then we're going to dive deep into something crucial for every relationship, and that's loyalty. All right, so in this video, this viral clip, this husband invites this famous celebrity in to sing to his wife, and the wife becomes far too excited about the celebrity appearance. But we're going to watch this video, and we're going to talk about the underlying issues after on how to make your partner feel valued, secure, cherished. So before we jump in, take the time to hit that subscribe button, that share button, and let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, she's now noticing that the celebrity is there. She can hear the song. I imagine it's a song they always listen to, get close together, but she recognizes the celebrity is there. I don't want to play the music and get flagged, but as she runs up to the celebrity, she runs through the crowd, gets on her knees and hugs this man around his waist. Look where her head is, y'all. Literally resting on his damn navel. Like, yo, that is crazy. Now look at the husband sitting here looking embarrassed. You know he want to snatch her ass up off the floor. You know the family members are looking at this thinking, bro, you going out bad right now. You still gonna marry her after this? You gotta understand this. You know her family has to be thinking, girl, will you get up? That is embarrassing, right? She's still down there. This man just trying to sing the song and do his job. I know he hella nervous. Now she gets up and she goes to hugging the guy. She about to pick him up. Man being picked up, he can barely even sing the song. He's sitting here looking like, let her take her time. The husband's just trying to wait until she's done. Look, now she's hugging him again. And just look at how she's going all out in shock and awe of this man, right? And as the husband, this is not something that you would expect. You want to be the apple of her eye. If she's going to be a groupie for anybody, you want that to be you. And right now, you're going to begin to feel like, am I just the one that wanted to marry her, right? Am I just the one that she settled for? Or am I the one that she truly is inspired to be with? Because as soon as she sees this guy, she's running up to him behaving this way. And I would start to question my wife's character. What type of person is she? If she saw this man and I wasn't around, man, what would she have done? I mean, she dropped to her knees for this man. You understand? What you would call true submission, the embodiment of true submission, dropping down to her knees, hugging this man and placing her head on his pelvic area. Absolutely unreal. Now, I want to first say it's not uncommon for couples to share their excitement for celebrities. However, when that enthusiasm takes a turn, and that means talking about the person excessively, saying they can get it in front of your partner, talking about what you think the other person looks like in front of your partner, all this can lead to feelings of embarrassment, undervaluation, and potentially damage the foundation of your relationship. So we're going to break this down into some key points, okay? The first point is you got to have empathy for each other's feelings, okay? First and foremost, it's essential to recognize and empathize with the embarrassment of the husband, or that the embarrassment that the husband may have felt. Imagine if the roles were reversed. How would you feel if your partner exhibited such enthusiasm for someone else? Acknowledging his emotions is the first step towards building a more harmonious connection. So again, if likewise, your husband runs up to this woman and he goes all out, getting on his knees and damn near picking her up and grabbing all over her, wouldn't you then feel offended? Wouldn't you then feel like, wait a second, time out, that's inappropriate, right? And don't you think that leads to something inside of your partner that he must want her or is attracted to her, something like that? Next, family, you got to consider the family's perspective. Beyond the couple, consider the family's perspective. The embarrassment isn't limited to just the husband. It extends to those who are witnessing the scene. Family members may question the depth of the commitment and loyalty in the relationship. A strong partnership should be the source of pride for the entire family, okay? My point 3 is the importance of representing your partner. One of the cornerstones of a healthy relationship is representing your partner positively. When you publicly showcase undying loyalty and commitment, it strengthens the bond between both of you. Conversely, actions that suggest a divided loyalty can plant seeds of doubt and insecurity. I always say that when a woman is showing a man, proving to her he has her undying loyalty, it makes him stronger, right? It gives him more enthusiasm to give her the world because he trusts that nobody else could take her from him. And likewise, when a man shows a woman that she has his undying loyalty, I believe that she is more comfortable, more vulnerable to be able to give him what he needs by depending on him, right? And so we got to be able to reassure our partners when it comes to this, right? Number 4, shared experiences over external excitement. The husband likely invited the celebrity with the intention of sharing a special moment together. Rooted in the music, that brought them closure. So just imagine you listening to your wife with this song all the time. Y'all got close through this music. The focus should be on enjoying the shared experiences and the unique connection between partners. Turning attention away from each other raises questions about the strength of the relationship. So if I invited my wife's favorite singer there to sing what I think is our favorite song, I think we fell in love to this song. We both enjoy the singer. I'm thinking we're going to get closer in that moment. We're going to look into each other's eyes, even though that singer's over there singing. I'm not thinking that my wives are going to run up to the singer, right? I like T-Soul. Me and my wives listen to T-Soul all the time. We thought about inviting him to our next wedding reception, but not if they're going to run all over him and be all over him. No. We're going to dance together while he sings. You better get it right. All right, so anyway, guys, mutual admiration. Shout out to T-Soul, by the way. Mutual admiration. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual admiration. When one partner becomes a groupie for someone else, it may signal a lack of appreciation for the unique qualities that drew them together. Expressing admiration for celebrities is fine, but it should never overshadow the admiration for your partner. Again, you gave this person that you're with your entire life. You're making them your husband, the father of your future children. So honestly, this has to be the greatest man you ever met, right? Because this is who you're going to be with for life. But look at how you're running up to this person who hasn't earned a single thing from you. And look at how willingly she was to give him all this affection and this adoration. Where a man would typically have to work day and night and go to and fro just to try and earn that from a woman. Not many husbands have received that type of affection from their wife, the person that they're giving their life to protect and provide for. You got to think about this, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys 10 signs of loyalty and commitment in a woman, things you want to look for so you can avoid things like this happening in the future, okay? 1, excessive focus. Your partner consistently shows an excessive focus on you, especially in public settings. She knows for sure to do this in public settings, okay? Even more so, right? Number 2, shared achievements. Celebrating shared achievements and milestones strengthens your bond. Number 3, respectful communication. A loyal partner communicates respectively, avoiding public displays that could hurt your feelings at all times. They just do, family. A man is not going to be looking at that girl's ass as she walks by, even if it's the most attractive booty he ever saw. Not in front of his woman, he will not do that. And likewise, a woman should dress appropriately when she's with her husband, and don't be flirting and stuff like that with men. You want him to believe he can trust you when he's not around. If you do it in front of him, he damn sure ain't gonna trust you when you're not around him. And now when he don't trust you, you think he has the problem. No, he just think you a go. He don't trust you, and that's why he's acting like that. Or she doesn't trust you, sir, and that's why she's acting like that, right? A balanced enthusiasm. While it's natural to have interests outside of the relationship, balance is the key. Your partner's enthusiasm for you should surpass other interests, okay? Number 5, a collaborative decision making. Loyalty is evident in decisions made together, ensuring both partners' needs are considered. Hey, babe, can you change that? It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I think it's a little bit too revealing. I love how you look in it, but I just ain't trying to put up with all these guys out here. Absolutely, baby, I can do that. I completely understand. Actually, let me go ahead and get rid of this dress. See how there was a mutual understanding? Right? Collaborative decision making. Hey, babe, can you not hang out with that particular friend past a certain hour? Every time I see him, he's with somebody else. I can hear him trying to encourage you to go to these different places. I just don't like how he sounds. Could you please work with me on that? Absolutely, babe. You know, I didn't consider how that was making you feel. I want you to know that nothing he does can shape or lead me into doing something, but I will discontinue hanging out with him at that certain time of night and I'll actually talk to him about it. I'll go a step further too and let him know that, you know, I'm not going to be doing those things, that he needs to stop bringing that stuff to me as well. I want you to feel secure, and I want you to know that, hey, you're the only woman that I'm interested in, right? Working together, right? Okay? Private moments. Cherishing private moments and intimate experiences reinforces the connection between partners. So a woman who will be with you when nobody else is around, not just always be interested in going to the public scene, tells you that she's actually interested and dedicated to you, right? Likewise for a man, if he always got to have you out and he can't be with you by himself, I would say it's the opposite for men. Men will typically just try to be with you alone if they don't really want to mess with you in reality. When they take you in public, this is a sign that they really are affectionate with you, right? A woman typically will be with you in private if she's not that affectionate with you. But if she goes in public, she really likes you, okay? So that's just a flip, though. Okay, guys, my next one is going to be Number 7, support during challenges. A loyal partner stands by you during challenges, providing unwavering support. Okay, so they don't abandon you whenever you have moments of need, whenever you don't have as much money, whenever she doesn't feel as pretty. They don't abandon you. They stick by you and they speak life into you. Even if you're having moments of doubt, they reassure you. They don't, speak down on you for having the doubt, right? They don't punish you for doubting. They uplift you and encourage you so that you don't doubt, right? Number 8, shared values. And this is important, guys. Common values create a strong foundation for loyalty and commitment. Make sure you understand that y'all share values, okay? That this will show you a lot that your character is more so in alignment. If her values are far different than you, that could lead to her being a totally different person than you, which could mean embarrassment down the road, okay? Number 9, she has trustworthy actions, okay? Actions align with words foster trust and reliability. When your actions line up with your words, it fosters trust and reliability. So it's important that she acts out who she says she is. Look at her patterns, weigh them against her words. If they don't align, she's not the one. Okay. And number 10 is consistent affection. Consistent affection displays consistency. It reaffirms the emotional connection and commitment. All right. And so a person's consistency, right? A woman's consistency shows you that she's into you. Not she just did that when you had this money yesterday, and here she did this in front of these few girls so she could, stun in front of them or whatever. But when you're with her alone, she focuses on you. When she's with you in public, she focuses on you, right? You can tell by her actions that she's into you. Now, here are 10 red flags to watch out for. Public disregard, which is what you just saw, regularly displaying in public disregard for your feelings or the relationship. And this is where a man will forget you're even standing there and just look at a woman and stare at her. And I mean, like you're not even there, right? Or a woman just doesn't regard the husband at all, dresses however she wants to, talks to him any kind of way, things like that, even in public, okay? So number 2, excessive secrecy. Maintaining excessive secrecy about personal activities and interactions. When you're extremely vague about what you're doing, when she's extremely vague about what she's doing, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't line up. She has to go there all of a sudden. She doesn't tell you that she's hanging out with her friend this weekend. It all of a sudden comes up. She doesn't tell you that she has to go do this certain thing. It all of a sudden comes up spur of the moment, right? It seems like it's a little bit iffy, like suspicious, right? Number 3, lack of shared goals. A noticeable absence in shared goals and aspirations should be a problem for you, okay? She doesn't like your goals. She doesn't really like where you're going in life. That should tell you if she's the one for you or not. If she's not feeling that, if she doubts what you're doing, say you travel a lot, say you deal with a lot of, your job entails certain things that she may feel uncomfortable with. You need to know that now. All right. Number 4 is unwillingness to compromise. Resisting compromise and collaboration in decision making. That shows you that she will be contentious down the road. She'll be argumentative, and often you'll have to argue with her when you're trying to give direction. And that right there is just horrible for a man trying to lead a family. So just know that she may feel like she's not being contentious, that she just wants to weigh her opinion and be your partner in this thing and all that type of stuff. But if it leads to toxic behaviors where you have to sit here and debate over and over just before you can continue on moving or carrying out the action, that could prove to be counterproductive in a relationship, okay? She needs to trust that she elected you to be the leader, and if that's the case, okay? But anyway, let's continue. As a man, I feel like you should get a family that you know you're going to lead, that you're going to be responsible for. So that's important that you get a wife that lets you lead. All right. Here's another one. Number 5, frequent flirtation. Engaging in frequent flirtatious behavior with others. Women who flirt, it's not good. I'm telling you now, it does not work, man. You may feel like I'm just a social person. Yeah, you better get on out of here, you social butterfly. All right. Number 5. Frequent flirtation. No, I said that one. Number 6, dismissive communication. Consistently dismissing the importance of open and respectful communication. Okay, so you have to keep reminding each other that you guys are going outside of each other's boundaries and talking to each other inappropriately when you're trying to handle conflict. And no matter how much you talk about these rules or try and reestablish these rules, that person will always break them. Okay, they don't seem to have any decorum. They don't seem to have any home training. And that will definitely break down eventually how you see her or him, okay? And the way you treat them will deteriorate, And if you got good character and you don't want to be mistreating people, it's probably not wise to deal with this type of person, because once they keep talking to you in certain ways that you don't like, you're going to become that way with them. I'm dead serious. I've seen some of the kindest people fall into that trap. Hey, they ain't nice to me, I ain't being nice to them. And it becomes this thing where y'all just going at it. All right. The next one is failure to address concerns. This is number 7. Failure to address concerns, ignoring or dismissing your partner's concerns about loyalty and commitment. They go through your phone. They see you've been chatting with this person. Maybe it's a friend, maybe whatever the case may be, but you're just more so arguing about them ever going through your phone. You don't really deal with it. They tell you that the way you talk to this guy or the way he was talking to this girl made you feel uncomfortable. And they just go, yo, you always getting jealous, right? They dismissed you. They would not even talk about or discuss your concerns, right? That should tell you that's not the person for you. It tells you they don't really care about how you're feeling. And that's disrespectful, because they ask you to be a part of their life, right? Number 8, questionable priorities, placing other interests consistently above the relationship. That should tell you, right? When they're always placing other things above their relationship, right? Like their career. And when the relationship is the most important thing to you, that's what you're going to bring your children into this world through, that relationship. So you really want that to be the highest priority. Even if you personally are not the highest priority, that maybe they have a child or something, you still want that relationship to be a top priority in their life, right? Number 9, inconsistent support, okay? Providing inconsistent support during challenging times. So when a person seems to fall away from you and not really be their strongest when you're at your weakest, that could prove horrible for any relationship, because it takes two, okay? And when one is down, we expect the other one to rise to the occasion. And that's how you get through. If both people are gonna fall away and just blame the other one whenever y'all down, that's not a partnership, family. That is this thing where he will consistently be judged for his performance. And when he's down, he's judged instead of worked with and nurtured. And that's a scary thing, okay? That's a scary thing. You'd rather a man that knows that her feeling validated and her feeling beautiful, it requires his contribution to pour into her, right? And if he just fussed at her when he didn't feel like she put time into herself, if he just fussed at her and complained when she gained a pound or two, instead of encouraging her with love and consistently validating her by telling her that she's the apple of his eye and that she's beautiful, you know, I think he's in it a little bit backwards if he just expects her to keep all this up without his, his nurturing, right, so to speak. But anyway, changing values. Number 10, a noticeable shift in shared values over time. Who they say they are, they don't seem to be lining up with that. The person that they displayed themselves to be, the problems they had with certain behaviors, they diminish now. And now this person's kind of doing those behaviors to you, right? Tells you that they were a chameleon and they were being fake. All these things, family, ladies, will break down how a man treats you. It may not get you to marriage. He may use several years of your time and never marry you if he feels like he doesn't have that undying loyalty, that you're not the apple of his eye. I mean, that he's not the apple of your eye, that you're not inspired by him, and all these different types of things. And you'll be wondering, why didn't he marry me? Why did he play me like that? Well, you have to make sure you're doing your part to make sure he feels like he is the one for you. You understand? I'm serious, guys. So in conclusion, the key to lasting relationships is making your partner feel like they are the center of your world. Loyalty is not just a word, but a series of actions that reinforce the commitment that you have to each other. Share your thoughts on loyalty in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. And until next time, prioritize love and loyalty in your relationships, family. Peace.